Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to join me again for another one of Jean Freda's Mystery Shopper Challenges. You know, Jean Freda, in case you don't know, is my baby sister. And I don't know if any of you have little siblings, but I'll tell you what, sometimes they can be pests. Uh, don't tell Jean I said that. Anyway, sometimes she can be a bit of a pistol. You know, she used to tell on me all the time. I think I've told y'all this before. Some of the stuff that she used to tell on me about was that I had pierced my ears. And I got in trouble and I got grounded for that for quite a while. And now, of course, she has hers pierced um, two, maybe three times each. I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm looking to see why I'm not showing up live here. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. Let me get, there is a ad that's showing up first. What the heck? Okay, there we go. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Bye, Tammy. I'm sorry you can't stay, but you can watch the replay. Hey, y'all are going to have to take up for Tammy and her lack of being here because she's usually the one that handles all of our chat, keeps everybody, informed of what's going on. So I'm really sad that she's not going to be here. She is my right-hand girl, I'll tell you. Like I've said a million times, I couldn't do this without Tammy. So you're only allowed to be gone this once, Tammy. She's probably gone already. But can y'all hear me okay? Let me know because I've switched a few things around, but not much. As I said, that's my sister Jean Freda, and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, cool, thanks Tammy, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a challenge from her. I'm not allowed to look at the challenge really until that morning, and that's why I'm able to make a thumbnail that's going to go with this video, and I've seen what it looks like, but I've not been able to actually work on the project, and that's why it's my mystery, because these packages come in the mail to me, and she mails them to Freda, and then my last name, Caruso, and then I know it's something from her that I'm not allowed to open until it's time to get started with this mystery. So before I get started, and I'm going to give people a few more minutes to get here, I thought I'd just remind you of some of the things that I did work on earlier today in case you weren't able to see the videos for them. And bye, Tammy. And you may want to go back and look at these. So let's see. Let me take you down here to my desktop, move some of this stuff out of the way. Let's see. No, I'm not going to move that camera back yet so I can see what I'm showing you. Okay, so you probably saw this yesterday. It's a card that I made, and I used my Cuddle Bug, but you can also use the Big Shot or whatever else some of you have said you've had. But I saw this on somebody's site, and they had used stamps and that kind of thing, and I thought, we have these fabulous machines that we have, whether they're Cricut, Silhouette, or Scan and Cuts, we can do all this stuff on there. So I'm pretty excited about this. I love using the stickles, which are these little things here to make it have some shimmer and some shine. And I think this turned out to be really super cute. Sending winter hugs. Oh, and in yesterday's video, I believe it was, I also showed you how if I'm making something like this and it doesn't take up my whole sheet of print and cut, on the extra places, I just make some sentiments that I can put on cards later, like this. I could pop dot that up like that, or if this was appropriate, pop dot out something like that. So that's what I like to do. I like to print out sentiments like this, and then I don't have to worry about whether I can print it with a pen on my Cricut or my Cameo because it's a print and cut. Worked perfectly no matter what font's on there. So, and these were the ones I made a couple days ago. I thought these were so much fun. They're just a black and white image that I did a print and cut, and then I just added watercolors to them. And I think they really turned out cute. And again, if this wasn't so big, I could put something like this on here somehow, like that. And I think these are cute. And there's the other one that I made. And these are in yesterday's or the day before video online. No, maybe this one was yesterday. Anyway, this one was really a lot of fun. Hopefully you can see it. This was just aluminum foil. And Barbara had a good idea. She said something about using some kind of an ink. Let's see. Carmen asked, do I use just regular paper on my print and cut? It's cardstock paper. I do it on cardstock. And the cardstock that I really like, I get from Staples. And I can show it to you in a bit if you remember. Yeah, that stickle does show up really good. And I really like how this turned out. The only thing, like I said, is this leather strip right here. I had a little trouble with the hot glue. So I'm going to try Stephanie's technique. That's to use a ribbon when I feel like I want to go out to the store. Get some thin ribbon and use that double-sided red sticky tape to go behind it. And then I could even actually make it go behind this part of the cardstock here. So you won't even see any ending of it. It'll just go around the back. And this again was another print and cut. And I just put my this halfway in my Cuttlebug. Obviously you could use the other machines as well. And I actually have a really good link below this video. It will be there for the Big Shot, which I'm tempted to get because I like to be able to show, you know, what y'all were able to get. But it's a really good, fabulous price if you don't have one. And I also have the link for the Swiss dots, which is my favorite. Okay, just a couple last things. This is another one. It was just a print and cut flower and print and cut text. And then I just used some watercolor to embellish it a little bit. A little bit of stickles here in the center. And that was that. And then the last thing, I'm going to work on these this week sometime because, hold on, I don't have enough stickles yet. And I've told y'all before that I learned this technique from Jill. Ooh, I just realized my phone's not plugged in. Hold a minute. Hold on a minute, y'all. I gotta make sure my phone gets plugged in. It's not gonna reach. Oh, goodness. Didn't even notice that this wasn't plugged in. Hang on just one sec. Well, hopefully my phone has a lot of battery and it's not gonna go dead. But anyway, I learned all of this from Jill at Cricut. She's the one that taught how to do this to me originally. So I'm making these for my daughter, for the twin grandbabies, who I'm supposed to go see later this month on the 21st. But if my ears aren't any better by then, I'm sure I can't fly. You could probably tell my voice still isn't quite right yet. I'm now on a steroid as well, trying to get rid of this, whatever is wrong with my ears. I feel like I have those noise-canceling headphones on at all times. I wish somebody would just rip them off my head. But anyway, I was making all these for my daughter. Here's the 7 dwarfs. And I'm going to make them double-sided. And I'm going to put the stick in between. And I think, where did I put it? Let me show you what I got. For those of you who... So if you're curious on how to make these, you would have to have somebody to drill you a piece of wood with a hole in it. But I use this dowel rod right here. And my husband bought me this little cutter so that I can cut these things just like this. And I don't need to have anybody help me with this. Using these Fiskars. They're actually tree trimmers, I think. But I can use these and they're perfect. And they'll stick down in my little pieces of wood that I have to set these up on. And I think it's going to be fun because the kids can like move them around and maybe put on like a little puppet show or something with them. So anyway, that's enough of that stuff. So I think now it's time to get started on what we're actually going to do today. Oh, if you're not subscribed to my channel, now would be a good time to do so. And hit the little bell so you're notified when I go live, hopefully. And let's see. So let's look up at my screen now, and I'm going to move some of these things out of the way. Actually, this is at 100%. I'm going to unplug this, plug in my phone to make sure I don't have any issues. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go up to my screen up here. So here we are right now at, what's this up here? Why is there something here? Can you see that? What is this thing? X that out? What is going on? What is that thing? Hang on. Okay, there, it's gone. I'm not sure what that was and why it was there. But anyway, here we are. I have a picture of what Jean Freda sent me. She sent this and she found it on Pinterest, and this is what she wants me to make. So I do need to bring you back down to my table again so I can unbag the stuff that she got for me to use, and I'll have links for these down below as well. So here's the bag, and as you can see, she sent it to, or maybe you can't, but she sent it to Freda Caruso, so I knew this was something I was not supposed to open until the very day, which was today. So in the bag, first I get some coupons and some junk, which I don't need right now, but she sent this, which is the pillow cover, and I think it's really nice because it's rustic-like. Goes well with the farmhouse decor that everybody's liking right now. I wonder if there's an easy way to open this. Yeah, so I could save it. So luckily I have my heat press right here, so I'll be able to press the wrinkles out of it. So here's this, and it has a zipper, which is nice, so I'll be able to wash it if it gets dirty. Take this piece of cardboard out of it. So this is what I'm going to be putting my design on, right here. So, and I've told her if she wants me to do this, these challenges for her, she has to send me everything I need. So she sent this, and she also sent the pillow form. All of this stuff is from Hobby Lobby. And by the way, I have links for these down below if you're in the market to buy these things. Yeah, I really appreciate if you use my links. You can buy it online and then just go to your store and pick it up. And I'll get a little bit of credit for it. It just helps support the channel. But anyway, right now, or what she paid for this, because I looked on her receipt, was $9.99. But right now, these are on sale. I think it's for $6.99. Let me open this up. This says it's hand washable, which surprised me that she bought that. Because I would think that she would buy one that would be machine washable. But I guess oftentimes when you wash these things, if you do it by machine, they get all weirdly lumpy. So maybe that's why. But anyway, this is the size I'm supposed to use. Now I can put this off to the side again. And I think that this cover measures roughly like 18 by 18. Of course, I can't make my design that big on my mat. So let's go back up again here to my, here we go, back up there. And this is what we're going to work on today. So it's just a really cute, simple, looks farmhousey-ish to me, pillow. I do have one issue though. She asked me if I had the colors, and I thought that was gold when I first looked at it. But it looks like it's red too, so I guess I'm okay. So I'll just use red, and then the green here. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me see if you guys have any questions yet. Don't forget to put them in capital letters. And please feel free to answer each other's questions if I don't see yours. I'm going to scroll through back every once in a while and look. Okay, so as I said, this measured roughly 18 by 18, but I'm only going to be able to make mine like 11 by 11 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is just come over here and draw out a rectangle. And I'm going to resize it so it's 11 by 11. Now, I could be doing this in Cricut Design Space just as easily. It's just a tiny bit easier for me to do it in Silhouette, but I do have Cricut Design Space open down at the bottom down here, so I will bring my finished design into there so I can show you how easy it is to use your designs over there if you're new and you're wondering about using this Silhouette software for your machine. So I'm going to change the size of this to, what did I say, 11 by 11, I think. 11, just to make sure I'm not making it too big, by 11, hit enter. Okay, that should be 11 by 11 inches. And now I'm going to start putting this text in here. This is going to be a pretty easy one. The only issue I might have is like the issue I had that one week with cutting things. I am going to use flock because that I think will be really, really pretty on a pillow. So I did get out my red flock and my green flock. That's as much as I was going to do. The other thing was I thought that the word Mary was gold for some reason, and all I had was gold glitter, and I don't know if you think glitter would be good, or should I just do red? So let me know if you think I should do the gold glitter. Otherwise, I'll just do the red. So I'm going to make this color of this pillow a little bit more realistic. So I'll make it like a tan color-ish. And the first thing I'm going to do is tackle the word Mary. So I'm just going to come over here on the left-hand side to the text tool. Come over here on my pillow top and type in, I see it's all capital letters, the word Mary. And I could do it just like that. I don't know that on my pillow I really, let's scroll and look at this. I don't know that on my pillow I want just to have these little teeny thin lines on my text. So I'm just going to have mine be solid. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm not going to make it exactly like the Pinterest one. But I just think it'll be a little bit more sturdy. So I have the word Mary. And what font do I have? Let's go over here on the right hand side. And I think I have Arial. Yeah, I do have Arial, and I'm liking that pretty well. Arial, you like the glitter? You guys want the gold glitter? Oh, okay, I'll give it a whirl. All right, even on the rustic looking pillow, huh? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger because I want to fill out most of this 11 by 11. Oh, except for look, it's not that big over here. Well, first of all, let me make it a little smaller, and I'm going to change the letter spacing a little bit. And so I'm going to come over here to the character spacing in the text style panel and just make that a little bit bigger. I really appreciate you guys. Oh my gosh, Deborah, Child, Carmen, everybody wants glitter. Okay. Gonna use that's gonna be the word Mary. Wish me luck. All right, there's Mary. But I think it's gonna be smaller like that. Now I'm gonna do Christmas. I'm gonna leave this like this. I'm not sure I love it yet. Maybe I should make it bold. I think I can make Arial bold. Bold. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not going bold. Maybe it is bold. Italicize. I'm going to delete that for a second. Do it again just to see what happens. Come over here, the text tool. Type in Mary, M-E-R-R-Y. And I'm going to make it bold. See if that, no, it's not doing anything. So I guess for some reason, not sure what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and change the letter spacing again. Like I said, the character spacing. Make them a little wider apart because it looks like theirs are wider apart. And I'm trying to copy it somewhat. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, and now the word Christmas. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look like the font we always use? Not October Twilight. Looks to me like it's a lot like Magnolia Sky. So I'm going to give that a whirl. So I'm going to come over here to the textile panel and type out Christmas, C-H-R. Oh, I don't want it all in caps, so C. And it looks like all their letters are lowercase, so C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-S. Merry Christmas. Move this bar out of the way a little bit. Oops. I'm going to get my text. I'm going to change this to Magnolia Sky. It's one that I've recently used. I used Samantha Craft recently and Dream State. Try Magnolia Sky. Okay, notice that the S went on the next line. It's not a problem. All you have to do is stretch this little bar out to the left, to the right, and that gives it enough room for the whole word. Now I've got to go ahead and stretch it out because I want it to be large. Okay, like that. And I will want to weld this because notice, just like in Cricut Design Space, the letters have little cut marks, or the word does, in between all these little letters. So I am going to go ahead and grab it and right click and say weld. Okay, there we go. So there's Merry Christmas. And the last thing I have to do are those vowels. So I don't really have those, and I don't want to go look, or whoopsie, don't want to go running around on the internet to look for those. So I like to just come up here to the store. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but everything is on sale. I think almost everything, up to about 50% off. So all I have to do now is go over here, and also I have a link for this down below. It is another one of my affiliates. So if you use my link, that'd be terrific. But anyway, I'm going to type in pine branches. Pine branches. I've already done this before, I guess. Pine branches. Click. Okay, so I find a lot of pine branches, but I'm going to look for something that I think would be good to use for this project. So I'm just going to go down a little bit and see if I see anything pretty quick. I'm not going to spend all day here. Almost like those, but I don't know. And that's nice because it's big and thick, but okay, wait, I see something I like. I like these, I hope. They're 50 cents. I'm going to click on that to bring it in. Now notice this. Those of you who do use only Cricut machines, you must purchase the SVG. You cannot just purchase the studio file. So I'm going to get the SVG also. Even though you can convert it to an SVG in the business edition, if it's something you bought from the store, you must purchase it as an SVG. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this SVG. Notice it added 24 cents to this. So rather than it being 50 cents, because it's usually 99, when I add it to the SVG to it, instead of being $1.49, it's 74 cents, which is fine with me. I'm going to use the Express checkout because I have some money saved up in there. I'm just going to hit Express, and it's been added to my library, and it's going to debit my amount of credits I have by 74 cents. So I'll proceed. I could also download the item myself to my own computer if I want to. And that just downloads it right down here. But I don't really need to do that, so I'm not going to worry about that. I could view my receipt and close and cancel it. And now it should say, when I think when I hit that again, it should say I own it, I think. If it works that fast. Yep, there it is. So now it says I own it. So now I know that I own this thing, and it is in. Hey, my sister's here. Hey, Jean Freda. Don't you listen to the beginning of this show, because I was tattling on you, telling about me getting my ears pierced. Now you had yours several times pierced. Yay, my sister's here. She's a little stinker, you guys. Anyway, I love having these things. Isn't this fun, you guys, when she sends me this stuff and I have to try to make it for her? All right. That's funny. All right, Jean Freda, I'm going to continue on. So I'm going to go back down here to Silhouette. And here's what I've done so far. Oh, by the way, Jean Freda, I had them vote. You see how can you see your, yeah. You see how it says Mary over here? I'm going to have it as like thick like this. And I only have red and green. And I thought that was gold originally. But the only gold that I have is glitter. So I had them vote if they wanted me to use the gold glitter here. And then this would be red, you know, the like, not red, but you know, the red you like. And then the green bowels. And they voted for the glitter. I'm going to tell you what, you guys, I bet my sister's going to vote against the glitter. She's not a glitter type girl. But I may be wrong. So, Jean, you want glitter or not on your pillow? Let me know. Yeah, I have PattyAnne's sister. That's funny. All right, well, while Jean Freda's thinking about whether she wants glitter or not, since this is her pillow, I got to hit the V on my keyboard. I'm going to change this to that red that she likes. Let's see, get it down here. It's not a red. It's a, well, that's kind of a little bit dark. So maybe it's more like that. Well, that's a little bit too light. Anyway, let me try and see what I can find. I'll just go back to the brownish color one. So let me go up here and get the one that is here, I think. For some reason it's not changing. Let me get the eyedropper tool again. See if I can find this a little bit more red. Okay, it looks really brown, but I'm going to make it red. Oh, she said glitter is fine. I'm really surprised. I'm really shocked, Jean. All right, so we're going to make this a gold glitter. So I'm not going to be able to find the glitter over here on the left-hand side where these are. If I want to find a goldish color, I need to come over here to the paint palette on the right and go to advanced options and try to find a gold. Oh, that's kind of greenish. Okay, that's pretty gold right there. Okay, and this really needs to be a better red, so let me click on this again and get a better red over here. There we go. Okay. So it's going to be Merry Christmas, and then, I can't believe you're here. That's so much fun. She lives in Cincinnati. I think some of you guys are from Cincinnati. Oh, but you prefer farmhouse, but you do you. Yeah, right. All right, anyway. So farmhouse means you don't want glitter. Anyway. Now I need to get those bowls that I brought in. So they should be in my library now. And they may be at the very end. I'm hoping. Uh-oh, where are they? What are they called? Pine bough? Oh dear, I didn't pay attention. Oh, there it is. Good. All right, what I'm going to do right now so I don't misplace it again, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to drag it right over here into my, well, let me leave it here for a sec. I have this one called Holiday and Seasons. Oh, I even have a Jean Freda. Look at that, Jean. And I'm going to go to Designs. Back to Designs again, I mean. All files. I'm going to get that bow again. What was it called? Pine bough. Should be in alphabetical order. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to drag it over here into my, I can do Christmas or winter. So there we go. So it'll be much easier for me to find now. And there it is. So all I have to do now is double click on this. Aw, aren't you? No glitter for mine. Yes, of course it's for you. I told them that that's what I do. You stinker. They know that I make it for you. All right. So no glitter for you. So it's got to either be then red or black. What do you want? Red or black? You get your choice. So anyways, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to ungroup this now so I can get at the different pieces. Ungroup. And I'm going to take one of these pieces. Let's see how they have it done here. One of these pieces here. And I've got to twirl it around so it goes like this. And bring it over here. And make it smaller because I notice there's a smaller. And I'll change its color to the green. Green. Green like that. Then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this one over here. Red, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one. So I click on it. And I'm going to come over here to the replicate panel on the right hand side. And I'm going to replicate it to, or mirror it to the left. Okay, perfect. Now I have two of these guys. Now theirs are just hooked together like this. But on mine that I just purchased, I have some berries. So I think I'm going to put some berries on Jean's if she doesn't mind. And I'll make those the same red color. Come up here and grab the red. Hope this is it. Yeah. And I think that would be cute. I'll bring them to the front. There we go. Okay. I'm going to move that. I'm going to group these guys together. So I right click and I group red. And then I have this. And I'm going to have to group all this, including the dot. Group. And the word Mary, we're going to make that red as well. Like that. What do you think? Does it need to be bigger? It probably needs to be, all of it needs to be bigger, I'm thinking. Since this is not how big the pillow is, it's larger than this. So, let's see, I think. That is a pretty good match with the bow, wasn't it? I got lucky, huh, Carmen? So I'm going to grab all of this, and I'm just going to make it larger. Because you remember that, actually the pillow is bigger. This is just 11 by 11, this piece here. But my pillow is quite a bit larger, so I need to stretch this so it goes, you know, as far as it can go. What do you guys think? I think that's going to be big enough. It has to be, I guess, because that's as big as we can cut. Anybody have any suggestions for the word Mary? Maybe I should make that a little bit bigger. The way I can make this bigger if I want to is by adding a small offset to it. So I could make it bigger by coming over here to the offset panel, the star, make an offset, maybe not quite that big, maybe 0.08, just chose something willy-nilly. So I can go ahead and move this part out and see if we like that better. And I'm thinking maybe I don't like that better because maybe I don't like it all looking chunky like that. I don't know. Nah, I don't think I like that. I think that's too big. So let me get rid of that. I think I made that too big. I can make it a little bit bigger maybe. I'll come back over to the offset one more time and I'll do an offset and I'll make it 0.05, which is going to be hardly anything. Mary smaller, look at picture. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right, look at that. Okay, so let me undo this, drag that out, make this red. Yeah, that's still way too big, right? Whoops, Control Z. I gotta group these guys back together. I'm thinking I still like the other way better. Merry Christmas. What do you guys think about that? Okay, you like this Mary or this Mary? You know when you start looking at a word for a long time, it looks really weird, like it doesn't even look like I spelled Mary right. Keep the Mary smaller. So you mean use this one over here. Use this one, but make it smaller. Like that. Let me know if that's what you like, Jean. You like the smaller Mary also. Okay. Thanks, Deborah. Yeah, I think that other one was a little bit too fat, wasn't it? It looks stupid. What a good adjective. Okay, I like that. What do you guys think? The thinner one. Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm going to go with that, you guys. We'll see how this is going to turn out. So let me delete these pieces I don't need. And I don't need, get rid of that M. Get rid of this. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group. You like the original, which this is the original one pretty much. I'm not making it like theirs, remember, because I don't want mine to be just these little skinny lines and have it hollow. Okay. Alrighty then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to group these by color. So I can just come up here to the paint palette and by fill, I must have two different colors of red. So this one must be the oddball out. Let me see. I'm going to ungroup this. Let me change these red ones back to the same red as the other, I hope. Let's see. Hit this and this. Okay, what is this? Alright, so maybe this is the different color. That. That. Okay, there we go. Now I just have two colors of red. So I'm going to grab both of my reds at the same time. And I'm going to right click on them and say group. So that's going to keep them together, and it's going to keep them together on my red flock. So when I go to put them on. This right here, obviously, I'll just group these and they'll stay like that on my green flock. Okay, so we're ready to cut it. So let's change camera angles. Here we are at this one now, and here is my piece that I need. I have like a little teeny tiny area to work in. I don't know if any of you watch like Ken's Creations, or any of these other people that have several people, one that works their cameras, one that works their switcher studio. I'm the only one that's working all this, so I have to be able to hit all my buttons at the same time. So I don't have that much space to work. But It works. I can get her done. So notice my mat's not very sticky. Hopefully you can see this. My mat's not very sticky. It's my stuff's coming right up. So I was afraid that was going to happen. So I was prepared with some masking tape to go ahead and put on this to keep it in place so it doesn't wiggle around while it's being cut. So this is my red flock, which you know if you've watched any of my videos, I absolutely love flock. And this, of course, as you know, also since it's heat transfer vinyl, I have it shiny side down. So that means I need to remember to mirror this stuff that's on my screen. So right now, before I forget, I'm going to come right up here, right click on all of this and say flip horizontally. Because if I know me, between now and thank you, Deanna. I just remembered it. Thanks. All right. So, sorry if I'm screaming. Like I said, I can't hear out my ears, so I don't know how loud I am. Anyway, so here's my red. It's ready to go. I'm going to move this out of the way. Have to keep moving things out. That's where I can see y'all's Nightbot's chat mean. Uh-oh. What did he do? Nightbot deleted Jean's message. I don't know. He's a robot, Jean. I have no idea what you just said there, but he deleted you. He didn't like something you said. What'd you say? Maybe you had it all. Ha ha ha. My evil twin. Stop spamming. Oh my gosh. Ha ha ha. I need to adjust him and how evil he can be, I guess. So be careful, Jean Freda. He'll get you. Yep, I mirrored it. Okay, so I have my machine on. I'm going to go ahead and press to put this in the machine. Hopefully you can see, you'll be able to see a little bit of that. And while I'm still up here, in addition to mirroring it, I'm going to go over here to the word send. And I am going to take this off. I don't have to. I'm going to go do it by fill. And I don't want punch marks because that's something new that's coming up. I don't even have the tool for that. So all I need right now is the red. Now notice it says here that I'm cutting it out of cardstock, which I am not. So what I need to do, he's rude. What does he keep doing? I'm sorry. All right, cardstock. Going to change this from cardstock to a heat transfer vinyl, and we do have flocked available here, so I'm just going to click on flocked. So it's ready to go. Now on my machine, I've been using my blade for a long time. What I suggest you do, and to be honest with you, I knew I was going to use flock, so I did already do a test on a piece of black flock. So if you look right here, I did this piece of black flock, and I did a little test on it where it cut out this square and a little triangle in between because I wanted to make sure, since I knew I was using flock, that my blade still worked. So that's what I always recommend that you do. And if you have a Cameo machine, all you have to do is hit test. If you don't have a Cameo machine and you're using your Cricut, just make a little tiny thing up in the upper left-hand corner of your mat and just make it a different color and cut that first and make sure it works okay. So I know that this works. What I did was I moved my blade cut depth up by 1 on here, and then I was ready to roll. So this is mirrored. I've got heat transfer flocked on, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to say send. Y'all hold your mouth just so. Here we go. Okay, this shouldn't take long at all. He's deleting all Jean's comments? Jean! Oh my gosh! Oh, I love the flock. Jean, what are you saying to Nightbot? Are you still there, Jean? Hey, I can view the deleted message. Let me see. Maybe I can. Turn berries a tad. Oh, turn berries a tad. Oh, too late. I'm sorry. Wonder what he thinks. Oh, she did all kind of fingers. Just Jean Freda was timed out for 5 seconds. That's funny. So she wanted me to change the berries, but I didn't see it. You deleted a message. Oh, she did an OK symbol. Okay, so I need to make sure next time I like thinner Mary. I wonder why he doesn't like you. Keep Mary smaller. Hey, Jean, are you still there, or did you leave? Or will he not let you talk? I don't know. Anyway. Jean Freda, are you still here? Or did you go shop some more? Okay, that is done. Hopefully everything just turned out perfectly. Go back to this, take it out of my machine, and let's look down here and see. Take off my tape that I'll need to use for my next piece. Okay. I don't know, maybe Jean Freda's gone now. Yeah, I need to, yeah, you guys will like Flock if you don't have it. I really do like it. I love it on sweatshirts because it's so soft. Okay, I'm going to cut this apart right here. I really like using it a lot. So I'm just going around those berries down there. I guess Nightbot must have known that Jean Freda was a pesty little sister. That's all I can say. All right, let's see how this is going to come off. Well, first I might as well put the green on here. Oh yeah, I have enough green. I'm running out though. All right, so I'm going to put the green on like this, and you can't see any of this, can you? Because I've got you over there. All right, now you can see. So I've got the green on here, and once again, it's not going to stick to my mat. So, what brand of flock? This is the older brand. I have not used the new stuff yet. I'm still using the older stuff. I think it's Caesar, though. As you know, some people say Sizer, but I believe it's Caesar flock. I think I probably have it linked below here. I think I used to always link it to everything because I loved it so much. So you may be able to find it there. Let's see. I guess hopefully this will be good enough. I'll put a piece here and here just to make sure. Okay, so while this is cutting, I got a little bit of a wrinkly thing here. I hope that's not going to be a problem because this is really old flock. Maybe what I should do is move this way over to the left because that really won't matter. Oh, and guess what? I better not try to cut it down here on this mat. Oh, let me show you. I better not be trying to cut it down here on this mat because there's no flock down there. I need to move it way up here now. And so what I'm going to do is I can either move this thing off of here or just uncheck it and check the green because that's all that's going to cut. And one of the things I could have done with this green was I could have merged these two pieces together because look, there's going to be a little cut there. So let me go back to design, bring these two pieces, ungroup them, ungroup, and just move them a little bit closer together. Boom, boom. Oops, I got them both selected. Let me move this one over. Move it a little bit over like that, and then group them both together and say, well, there. Now there's not going to be a little cut in between them. So now I can just go ahead and go to send again, and I'm going to just do the green. Notice it still says cardstock up here, and just like in Cricut Design Space, you'd be changing this to your vinyl heat transfer. I think there's a heat transfer flock on my Cricut as well. And I move this up one dot. So, hey Rebecca, I'm from North Carolina too, you know. My sister's from Cincinnati who was here. I'm not sure if Nightbot kicked her out. Maybe Nightbot gave her the boot. Or maybe she had to go shop for next week's. Alright, so here we go. Make sure before I talk too much. I've got this done, got heat transfer set on there, got that finished, ready to send it. I'm going to hit send. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so let's bring you back down here and I'll weave this quickly. And you know, I like to be frugal, so I am going to save like a chunk over here. Because you never know when you need a little chunk, even if you just use it for testing. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and weave this. What city? I'm like near Asheville. Not totally in Asheville, but near it. Oopsie, you can't see me again, can you? Yeah, you can. Alright, so this is this. Oh, now, I just love this stuff. I don't know if you can tell. It's so soft and fuzzy. And it feels so nice on clothing. I love it. You know, sometimes vinyl has a tendency to feel like vinyl on stuff, right? But this does not. It just feels like soft, velvety fuzz. So let me get this done weeding. I wonder, I guess my sister got totally booted out, or she, like I said, decided to quit and go shop. She doesn't like to do these crafts, but she does love to shop. And she likes to go out and find, she's really, really good at decorating and that kind of stuff, which I'm not. So this works out perfectly with her sending me these kits once a week. So I have everything I need, and it's a challenge for me, and it's something that I can show you guys that you might like, since she's usually pretty well on top of what's currently being loved by everyone. Oh, I'm telling you, she's one of the kind of gals, and you guys are probably like this too, most ladies are. She changes her purse to go with her different outfits, you know, changes her shoes to go with outfits. I pretty much wear the same shoes and the same purse all the time. I don't know, just weird. Not like a normal shopper girl. I just like to stay home in my area here and craft. Oh, she was worried about those berries. Guess what? Even though I cut them that way, I can still change them. I can turn them. Wonder how she wanted them turned. I don't know. I'll have to try it and see. So this is weeding really easily. You see that, you guys? So what's everybody working on this week, or today, or later on? I have my heat press here. I should be heating it in just a second. At first I was worried because I thought she was going to have me, when I found out it was a pillow, remember I got that inkling last week, she had told me something. I was afraid she was going to have me iron right on the pillow, and I was afraid how well my heat press would do with that, my easy press or my heat press, with that extra lumpy pillow. So I was glad to see when I opened it today that it was a cover. Hang on, I need a sip of my coffee. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I think I will cut off the berries though, so I'm able to switch them around however she wanted them. And I think there's a little piece in the middle here I was supposed to get out. Probably doesn't really matter at all, but I'll kick it out if I can. There we go, perfect. Okay, let's do the leaves. Oh, I did go over that part. I hope it's okay. Here. So, have y'all been making much for Christmas? I wish I could have these. My sister could stage these in her house to make pretty pictures, because she really decorates everything nicely too. Her house looks like a showroom. Pretty stuff she has. Matter of fact, she's already told me that this Friday she's going away to one of those little holiday fair, whatever they are. This week you made new decals for a travel trailer. Cool. Oh yeah, don't you love the offset feature? Hey, I got something to ask you guys. My little niece, I've helped her with some stuff. She has a Cricut Maker. And she also has a business edition, so she's been using that. But she works for a company. She was a high school teacher, but she got tired of it. So now she works for a company, and for some reason her company, I think it's in Vermont, and it's like a ski resort, and they're going to be, she's in charge of, I forget what, but anyway, they're going to be having some kind of special doings this weekend, and there's going to be a face painter there. Well, what she wanted to know from me was, is there a way that she could do like a stencil of their logo that the face painter could use on the kids' cheeks to be able to do their logo? And I kept thinking, well, yeah, you could just use regular, any old vinyl would work. But she kept saying, well, she didn't want something that was going to be sticky because she's afraid maybe that might, irritate their skin. So I think the last thing this morning that we talked about that she's going to go with is something like, is it acetate? Or, that clear vinyl-y stuff, but it's not sticky. It's just the clear stuff like that we use for our shaker cards. That kind of a stuff. And use that and cut that out as a stencil. And then hold that on the kid's face somehow and try to stencil that on. I don't know how well that will work. Has anybody ever done stencils on a person with something like that? That's where I live. About $10 for a holiday fair. We go every year. Where? Near Asheville? Holiday fair? I'm not familiar with. Oh, holiday. Oh, are you talking about in Cincinnati? Acetate. Okay. Rebecca, are you talking about in Cincinnati? No, you're from North Carolina. I'm bewildered. I'm not familiar with the holiday fair. Holiday fair. My sister lives in Cincinnati and she's going to one there. Okay, finally. There we go. All right, I'm ready to roll. So let me plug my heat press in. This shouldn't take long at all to heat up. That's one really nice thing about these presses is that they are quick. I am having one issue though. Guess what? There's not a plug over here that my three-plug cord will fit into. Hang on one sec. Gotta fix something. Sorry. I thought I was all prepared. That almost was. Move my chair. Here we go. All right. On now. I need to remember for the vinyl. I forgot to look it up. So I'm going to go look it up right quick on a card I have. I love this little card that they give you from TRW if you ever order anything from there, the Rhinestone World. On this side it tells you how to heat set your rhinestones, and depending on the size of the rhinestone. And on this side it tells you all about the different Caesar vinyls. So I'm going to look up Caesar strip flock. It's $3.20 for 10 to 15 seconds. So let me set this. There we go. You can kind of see it a little bit. Okay, 320. I already had it set at that. And at 10 to 15 seconds, so I'm going to change my time, make it go down to like 14. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is get that cover back out. Remember, there's a zipper on one side. Since there's a zipper on one side, I might want to go ahead and put one of my pads in here so it's not bothering the heat press thing. So I'm going to get one of my little pads. Hopefully this size pad will fit in there. These are the pads that I think I got from Heat Press Nation. I love these things. It comes in a set of a bunch of different sizes, and they're really terrific. There's a little tiny one for a pocket if you're doing a pocket decal. I'm not a pocket decal, but a pocket iron-on emblem or logo. What this is going to do is, let me put it the right way. It's going to keep it so that when I put this inside and turn this over, this zipper, I'm not going to risk melting it, nor am I going to have a problem with there being a little lump here. So I'll turn this over like this, and sounds like my Easy Press is ready. Move it over here for right now. Put this on here. Okay. And I'm going to kind of center this thing in here. There we go. Almost. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. So, I'm going to see if I can, see if I can scroll out a little bit, out, like that, and go ahead and finish this up right quick before anything dies as far as batteries go. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm just getting the moisture out of this and wrinkles, because I see there are a ton of wrinkles. Put this back over here, and make sure that this is properly, because this has some funny wrinkles in it right here. This pillowcase does. Here's where the seam is. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I've centered it here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Merry Christmas on here. Actually, I might be able to do everything at the same time. Merry Christmas. And these. No, I won't be able to do the berries. Let's see. Does that look right, you guys? Can you see that? I think that's right. Okay. Just trying to make sure everything's straight. Let me look back at my drawing one more time on my computer just to see if I'm doing it the way I wanted. Let's bring over the sample. All right. So I'm looking up here again at my sample. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm ready. All right, so let's go back over to here, and I'm just going to use my Teflon sheet. I don't really even need to use a Teflon sheet on this, but I think I will just in case. I'm not sure about what this fabric is right here. So I'm going to put my Teflon sheet over top. So the first thing I'll do is I'll have to do this in stages because this isn't the biggest heat press that there is. It's the next to the biggest. So I'm going to do this part first, give it a pretty good pressure for 15 seconds. And once that's done, I'll just move over here and do this part for again 15 seconds. Okay, and the last thing I'll do are the leaves down here. Oops, hit the timer. Put this back over here for now. Take this off. And let's see what we got. This older flock is a cold peel. The newer flock is not a cold peel, so I'd be able to peel it right away. This I need to wait for a minute or two. I could flip it upside down because this is a little cooler here. Just need to wait till it gets cool. It's pretty darn hot. peeling just nicely. Merry Christmas. Okay, perfect. Here is, now if I wanted to have made it bigger, of course I could have used my larger mat and put this sideways if I wanted it bigger, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. Now I need to find where I put my berries. Here they are. So I'm not sure how she wanted them turned. I wonder what I had them looking like before. Let me flip this on my thing. So here's what she was looking at when she said she wanted me to flip the berries. So maybe she wanted like that, like one at the top and two at the bottom. Probably. So as I say, she's really artistic as far as seeing things like this and knowing how they should go. I guess I'm going to do it just like this. And if she doesn't like it, I don't know what to tell her. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. 15 seconds just for the berries. Here we go. And it won't hurt to do some extra on the other. I think this project is turning out really, really cute. You bought the flock, Chow? Is that what you're saying you bought? Flock? I love the flock. I mean, y'all, this is so nice. Let's let this get cooled off. Hot. It's very hot. All right, maybe that's cool enough. Let's see if it comes up. There we go. That's good. Okay, so now the next thing, of course, that I would do is to go ahead and take this pad out and do a little bit from the back side. Then I'm going to put my pillow in here and we will be done. And I think this project from Jean Freda, who Nightbot does not like, turned out really cute. So let's see, we need to do here, which is right on that darn zipper, and then up here for the Merry Christmas. So let's do this up here first. Just do this maybe about, oh, I don't know, 12 seconds or something. Okay, and I am worried about this zipper. I hope it's not going to melt. So I'll just do a little bit. I'm just doing above the zipper and below the zipper. That's good enough. Okay, turned out super cute. I really like it a lot. All right, let's put the pillow in and make sure Jean Freda got me the right size. You know, I probably should have put this part. Notice it's this. This is a little bit smaller up here than this part. So this probably really should have been the top, but I didn't do it like that. It doesn't really matter though, in my opinion. So, let's stick this pillow down in here and let's see how it turned out. Come on, pillow. Okay, well my pillow is still a little bit wrinkly. I should probably take it out, the pillowcase, the cover, and I have my little tag showing there, but you still can get the idea of how super cute. Wait a minute, y'all aren't seeing anything but the back. How super cute this is. Let's see if I can back my camera up so you can see more. Let's see. Well, you can't see it very totally, but it really, really turned out nice. And I don't know if you can tell, but that flock is just so, so soft. It's a beautiful, I love this pillow. Maybe I won't give it to Jean Freda. There, let me put it up like this. There we go. Maybe you can see it. All right, I'm loving it. I think this turned out super cute. I think I will take the pillow back out though and iron these wrinkles out because I think they're affecting the way it looks. But I'm happy with how it turned out. I love it. Hey, Ivy Patty. What's up? I just got done making this for my sister Jean Freda, who was here earlier, but Nightbot, I think, kicked her out. Yeah, thank you. I love it. Hey, and this font, don't you like this font for it? I think that turned out really cute. The only thing I think I might do different if I make another one is maybe angle these up just a tiny little bit. See how straight across they're going, kind of? I might like them angled up just a little bit more. But no biggie. I think it's super cute. So thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope you liked today's Jean Freda's Mystery Shopper Quilt or Kit. And I hope you'll join me again next Wednesday when I'll have another one. I have no idea what it will be. But I look forward to always getting my little fun things from Jean Freda. So again, thanks for joining me. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out my links down below and share this because I think it's a lot of fun. And y'all can chat with each other while I'm working through this, and you can, you know, maybe work along with me. So thanks again. I'll see you guys who are my patrons. I'll see you Saturday morning. We're going to revisit something we've done before, which I think will be perfect for if you want to make Christmas cards. It's where you're going to be able to put images of children or whatever into text, into fonts. And it really looks nice. And then Chow had another suggestion of something she would like me to teach on Saturday as well. So hopefully we'll be able to cover both things on Saturday and have a lot of fun as we do it. So again, thanks for coming, you guys. See you again soon. Sorry Tammy's not here, right? Y'all give Tammy some love when you see her online. I know she's bumming. See you guys.